In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on May 13, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Tampa Bay Rays versus Toronto Blue Jays. Tampa Bay, currently sitting at 18-22, is heading up north to take on the Toronto Blue Jays at Rogers Center on Tuesday night. This will be the first of a 3-game set, and the Rays are hoping to grab the upper hand in the series. Toronto comes into this game riding a 4-game win streak, while Tampa Bay has stumbled a bit lately, dropping 4 of its last 6. The Blue Jays have been seeing the ball well, especially against right-handed pitching. And that doesn't bode well for Shane Baz, who's had a tough stretch on the mound. He's allowed 13 runs over his last 3 outings, and with the Rays bullpen also not looking sharp, it's going to be tough for them to cool off a Toronto team that's heating up. The Rays also don't have a huge edge at the plate in this one. Jose Berrios has been solid recently, only allowing 4 runs total in his last 3 starts. He's also done well against Tampa Bay in his last 2 appearances against them, giving up just 4 runs combined. That gives the Jays a good shot to keep the Rays' offense in check. I can see why someone might lean toward Tampa Bay here, especially since Baz has pitched well against the Blue Jays in the past. But most of his starts have come at home at Steinbrenner Field, where he's had his share of issues this year. Meanwhile, Toronto looks like they've figured something out offensively. They just swept the Mariners and are showing signs of momentum. Plus, I trust Berrios when he's pitching at home. As our first pick for this matchup, the Toronto Blue Jays money line is our full game side pick. This divisional showdown lines up 2 pitchers who are both trying to settle into a rhythm, but the bigger story might be the offensive struggles on both sides. Tampa Bay ranks 25th in slugging percentage, strikes out in 23% of their at-bats, and sits 19th in walk rate. Toronto isn't lighting it up either, sitting 27th in home run rate and 21st in walk rate. I'm expecting Berrios to pitch well enough to give the Blue Jays the win, but don't count on either team putting up a big number on the scoreboard. The under has hit in 5 of the last 7 meetings between these 2 teams. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Nationals versus Atlanta Braves. On Tuesday, the Washington Nationals are set to face off against the Atlanta Braves at Truist Park. The Nationals have been slipping fast, mostly because their offense just hasn't been producing. There's not much hope this time either, with Soroka starting. He's given up 10 hits and 8 runs over just 10 innings. Schwellenbach has had his struggles now and then, but when he's pitching at home, he's been solid, posting a 2.93 earned run average and holding opponents to a .254 average over 30.2 innings. Like I mentioned yesterday, if the Braves want to stay alive in the playoff hunt, they've got to take care of business in matchups like this. These are the games they can't afford to let slip. As our first pick for this matchup, the Atlanta Braves to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. When the Nationals are road underdogs this season, the under has hit 8 out of 13 times. That's about 61.5%. I think this will be a tight game, with Washington either coming up short by a run or maybe even pulling off a surprise win. That kind of result usually comes in a game that stays low on runs, and with Schwellenbach pitching well and Atlanta's bullpen keeping things in check, that seems likely. The Nationals, for their part, don't score much away from home, averaging under 4 runs, and they only put up 3 total runs in their last series against the Cardinals. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Miami Marlins versus Chicago Cubs. The Marlins are headed to Chicago for the second game of their 3-game set against the Cubs, who currently sit atop the National League Central standings. It's a solid chance for the Cubs to shake off their recent slump and get back to business. The Marlins have had a rough time when the sun goes down, putting up just a 7-14 record in night games this year. The Cubs, on the other hand, have looked sharp after dark, going 15-6 in those same situations. Miami's also had a tough time winning on the road, sitting at just 5 to 12 away from home. Cubs starter Brown has been impressive at racking up strikeouts with 41 Kelvins over 36.1 innings. For the Marlins, Valent hasn't been able to stick around long in games, averaging fewer than 5 innings per start. That's a problem considering Miami's bullpen ranks 5th worst in the league with a 5.05 earned run average. Once Valent exits, the Cubs should be able to grind out at bats, raise pitch counts, and feast on a bullpen that hasn't held up under pressure. As our first pick for this matchup, the Chicago Cubs money line is our full game side pick. Looking at the trends heading into this one, the over has hit in 5 of their last 10 meetings, with 1 push. Neither of Tuesday's starters has more than 30 career starts under their belt, which could open the door for both lineups to find some early success and put runs on the board. Miami has seen the over hit in 5 of their last 10 games overall, with their pitching staff allowing 4 or more runs in 8 of those matchups. For the Cubs, the over has come through in 6 of their last 10 games, and they've scored 5 or more runs in 4 of their last 5 at Wrigley. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Colorado Rockies versus Texas Rangers. The Colorado Rockies and Texas Rangers are set to face off again on Tuesday in the second game of their series. The Rangers have had Kyle Freeland's number for a while, and lately he's been getting hit hard. After a strong showing in his first start of the season, things have completely unraveled. In his last 3 outings, Freeland has given up 18 runs, 14 of them earned, on 28 hits and 4 walks over just 13.1 innings. The Rangers haven't exactly crushed left-handed pitching over the past week and a half, putting up a low 52 WRC plus over 104 plate appearances. But even with that in mind, I think they'll do some damage against Freeland. One guy to watch is Corey Seager, who's dominated this matchup in the past, going 1-4 for 2-3 with a pair of doubles and a homer off Freeland. Seager sat out Sunday's game against Detroit with a sore hamstring, but all signs point to him being in the lineup for this one. As our first pick for this matchup, the Texas Rangers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Neither team has a reliable starting pitcher going tonight, and both bullpens have been a mess so far this month. Colorado's relievers have posted a 5.22 earned run average with a 1.49 WHIP, while Texas hasn't done much better, sitting at a 4.99 earned run average and 1.4 WHIP. Freeland's poor form gives Texas plenty of opportunity, even if Seager ends up being a late scratch. Marcus Semien is 4 for 5 with a double against Freeland, and Jock Pederson has also hit him well, going 3 for 4 with a double. Jack Leiter started the year off fine, but May hasn't been kind to him. He's given up 10 earned runs on 11 hits and 6 walks across 10 innings in his 2 starts this month. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.